And we're live. Hello, my name is Andrew Muldower, Muldower, however you want to pronounce it. I don't really care. Today is day 3 of No Drug February. That means today is February 3rd of the year 2020. I didn't really get too much sleep last night. I'm kind of tired, but I woke up at 2 and I didn't fall back asleep. And then my alarm went off at 5 and I'm like, ugh. So I went to school, and it's interesting. It's interesting how much the brain changes, and like what mindset. For me, my mindset changes a lot. Like the first week of school, I was feeling really ambitious, and I felt a lot of courage. Even though I didn't feel much confidence, I felt a lot of courage to raise my hand and ask a question and be like, I don't get it, can you explain it? Or just like share out my answers or like stuff. But then today, I felt like I have confidence. Like I feel like I have confidence in myself, where if like someone like came up to me and was starting shit, they'd be like, fuck you, motherfucker. But like in class today, I did not have it in me to like raise my hand and do shit like that. But I also feel like I'm at like a faster frequency or like wavelength or whatever, some shit like that. But I'm definitely, could be the lack of sleep, could be the withdrawing from drugs, but I'm definitely like tired. I feel tired. I feel tense, or like I think I might just be tired. And like marijuana is interesting, because marijuana is this like whole like culture, and there's like people who smoke, and it almost feels like me quitting. Almost feels like I'm letting the culture down, because like I used to be like fat stoner. Like I wake and baked for like a tiny bit. I smoked in high school, senior year, like every day at lunch. And that was fun at the time, but it's not really fun for me anymore. It like doesn't give me what it used to. Anxiety sometimes. But then like there was a point in my smoking career where I'd get like super anxious every single time, but I would still smoke for some reason every single time. And I eventually learned to work through my anxieties, or I learned to get over it, or I just like taught myself how to not get paranoid. And like that was a whole process. And like now, in these like last couple months, weeks, when I smoke, I don't get paranoid anymore. It's almost more like nothing really happens. And then after a little bit, then I start feeling it, but it's not really like how I used to feel it, how I'd go into like a whole like different galaxy or anything. It's kind of more like I would smoke and I'm still here. Like I know a lot of people who smoke and then they're like perfectly fine, they can even drive, and like that always like really did not make sense to me, because I would smoke and I would be like so fucking zonked into a different universe. Like put me in front of a wheel, no way. Like I'd never smoke drive. That's not a combo. That ain't it, chief. And so it's really nice out. I don't feel fully here. That could just be due to the sleep. There was also a point in my smoking career where like I would smoke and then I would gain a new headspace or like experience a new mindset, and that would often correlate. I'm high, so therefore the way I'm thinking right now is because of the high, or like stuff like of that nature, where it's like I smoked and I'm like this, so therefore I'm like this because I smoked. But then like recently in January, I went on this trip to Albuquerque, and I did not smoke for the entire week, and I was experiencing some of the same things, where every day I would wake up with a new headspace, or I'd wake up with a different mentality, and it was just like different every day. It's like, I'm not high, I haven't smoked, but I still feel like this. So I kind of learned from that trip. It's not weed that's causing me to act like this, maybe I'm just high and I'm freaking out about it. I don't really know, but either way, I've wanted to say I don't smoke for a long time because like deep down I don't smoke. Even when I was smoking hella, it was still kind of like I don't smoke. This isn't me. This is not my thing. And it's kind of like I was trying to be a part of the weed thing. And for a while I genuinely was, maybe like the first year and a half of like high school when I first got into it, maybe a little bit after. I was like, yeah, this is cool. I like doing it. But then it kind of just like, eh. And then so towards the end, it was like, yeah, I'm all for not smoking anymore. But then I would always like, it's because I would find like, oh, smoking makes me like this, so I want to stop, so I'm stopped like this. And then I would go like 4 or 5 days sober, and it's like, it's really not that bad. It's really not that bad. If I smoke right now, it wouldn't be that bad because I'd want to, or maybe it's just around me and I'm influenced to do it, or maybe I genuinely want to get high because that's what I want to do at the time. And so I would do it. And then day one, it would be like, okay, yeah, smoking weed is not that bad if I do it in moderation. But me, being me, I'd suck at that, and I would end up smoking every single day for like the next like 7 days in a row, and I'd feel so gross and so shitty towards the end of it. It's like, it feels so gross. And so the debate is always like, yeah, it's okay if you do it in moderation. I just need to learn moderation. But then I always like trick myself into like, oh, it's okay. It's okay. But then deep down I'm feeling, no, it's not okay. I don't want to do it. But then my brain is like, no, do it. It's okay. You're going to be okay. It's okay. But then I'm like, it's not okay. I don't really. So talking about it always helps because a lot of it is like I feel a certain way, but then I couldn't really talk about it because I'm too anxious to talk about it, or I don't know how to talk about it, or I just feel weird talking about it because everyone else is having a good time and I don't want to be the one guy that's not having a good time, and I don't really want that attention on me because like it's weird. I feel like pot really changed my character. Like it really changed who I am overall. Even when I'm sober or I'm high, I'm like this new person. But then another part of me would argue, well, that change was inevitably going to happen. You were just smoking weed during the process. But either way, since weed was involved, it changed me. And I'm not dissing it. I think I'm just part of the population that it doesn't really work for. Because I know a lot of people who are successful with it. And a lot of people, they get a lot out of it. Deep down, I have these feelings like it's really bad for everyone. And like, I don't really have any evidence to back it up, and I'm not really too serious about those claims either, so I'm not going to go about like, oh, weed is bad for you, it's the fucking devil, everyone should fucking stop, because like if it's helping people, then whatever. Like there's like factual evidence that would say like coffee and other shit like that is bad for you, but like who gives a shit? Coffee's good. I fucking love drinking coffee. Yummy. Yum yum yum. And so what? If smoking gives you like lung problems, or it makes you stupid, or like whatever it does, like who cares? Smoking weed is just a form of Lucy, just like heroin or coffee or eye drops or like Band-Aids. Like those are all kind of just miscellaneous items that came to my brain, but like I often feel like I have like something to say, because like in my brain I'm often like thinking these thoughts, but then like when it comes around to me finally saying these thoughts and articulating them, there's like a little monkey inside my brain that's like, no, you stupid, you can't say that because it's wrong, people are gonna think it's stupid. And then so it's like, okay, shut down. And then like that's kind of like part of like what I don't like, and part of me feels like smoking weed made me anxious, and part of anxiety is that monkey right there. But what if that thing was already there and smoking weed just brought it to the light? Because that was one intriguing thought I had one day, is that like the anxieties and paranoias that we get when smoking weed are pre-existing. It's not like those conditions come with the plant. Like the plant is just a chemical, and so we as humans are really avoidant, and we don't like feeling anxious. We don't like feeling depressed. We don't like feeling paranoid. We don't like feeling those things. But when you smoke, it gives you not like necessarily superpowers, but it gives you more insight. It gives you a broader range of vision in your mind. And it allows us to see things that we normally look over because we just look over them. And so if we're a person that's like always anxious all the time, but we've come to learn to suppress it or just go around it or not feel it anymore, smoking weed would then bring that anxiety to the light. And it's like, holy crap. And when you do weed equals I got anxiety equals weed gave me anxiety. So it's kind of like that. That's kind of like my theory on where pot paranoia comes from. There's not really too much research that I've found. I've tried like Googling it, but like it's always like we don't know the answers because it's like class 1 substance, and it's like that's what marijuana is more dangerous than cocaine or heroin, shit like that. Obviously, like they used to say eggs were like the worst food for you, and they used to say gay people couldn't get married. So like, I don't know. People are silly. People are very silly. I'm hungry. I'm gonna go eat.